Quarter 4 is just 1 month away, and I wanted to make this video nice and early to prepare everyone so that they can get maximum sales in the last quarter of this year. We're going to be discussing a whole bunch of things: important dates, the best platforms to be on, the best types of marketing, top keyword to consider, and what products sell the most. It's going to be a jam-packed video with really actionable, useful content, so definitely stay tuned to the end. Before getting into it, if you are new here, my name is Shimmy Morris, and I make videos on print on demand, affiliate marketing, making money online, Amazon, all these sorts of topics. Feel free to check out any of my other videos, and if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. We're going to start with what platforms to be on. Now, this is of course my opinion. Everyone will have different favorite platforms. My opinion is based on a few different factors. What I'm enjoying using the most, obviously, but as well as that, price, customer service, seller service, so what service we get as a seller, and quality of products. Platform number 1 is Amazon Merch. Amazon Merch is an awesome platform. However, it does require applying and then getting accepted, which can be really frustrating for some people who don't get accepted the first time or who are still waiting to be accepted. Nonetheless, if you get accepted, then you start with Amazon Merch, you start on tier 10. Now, tier 10 allows you to upload 10 designs over 10 days, so 1 design a day. Now, the way they work is they do tier 10, tier 25, and then they go up and up and up and up and up. Okay, and that's how Amazon works. And it can be a bit annoying, being stuck with a few designs and just not being able to let loose. But in a way, it's how Amazon control the amount of artwork that artists are uploading and making sure that they aren't getting any spam, making sure that things stay good. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's a very clever method. The reason Amazon is so good and the reason I like them so much, firstly, is their ease of use. It's just so straightforward, but as well as that, the delivery. Now, with print on demand, delivery is usually really, really slow. But with Amazon, you get access to Prime, which means if I upload a t-shirt and someone buys it, they could literally get that next day, which is crazy when you think about print on demand, that the shirt is literally being printed as someone buys it, and they're still able to get that next day. So that just blows any other print on demand company out the water. Now, as well as delivery, they also have the most incredible customer service. I'm talking incredible here, and there's a reason why Amazon have one of the highest satisfaction ratings, compared to every other retail company online. And that is why I like them so much, just because of those 2 reasons. There are, of course, some negatives to Amazon. The first one being you have to get accepted, like I said earlier, which is very annoying. The second one being, even once you get accepted, it's a very slow journey up. And the third one being their print quality isn't actually that good, which is a bit frustrating. However, the reason why I think the print quality is not being that good isn't such a big deal is because they have such good customer service. So I know that if a customer isn't happy with the print quality, they will get their money back, no problem. The next platform is Etsy with a Printful integration. Now, if you want to see a full tutorial on this, you can check it out up here. I actually have a full Etsy tutorial with the Printful integration, so no problem there. Now, I really like the Etsy platform for similar reasons to Amazon actually. They get so much traffic, they're well known and trusted, and they have pretty decent customer service if you need it as both a seller and a customer, which is really good. Now, the reason why I say Etsy plus Printful is because with Etsy, you need to connect a printing partner, because Etsy is just kind of like the host. You still need someone to, print the t-shirts or the stickers or the mugs, whatever, and actually ship them out to the customer. Now, I say Printful over other platforms just because I'm a massive fan of Printful's print quality, of their product quality, and of their shipping time. So they ship out really, really fast. They've got just brilliant quality and they've got a huge range of products. Now, there are alternatives like, Guten and Motif, and I'm sure there are many others as well, but I am just a massive fan of Printful and Etsy combined. There are, of course, drawbacks with Etsy and Printful as well, and I don't just want to give you the positives of all the companies here. I want to tell you, a real world view. So with Etsy, one of the annoying things is every single time you want to post a listing, it's going to cost you 20 cents, unless, of course, you share your link with family and friends and you get 40, I can't do 40, I've only got 10 fingers, you do 40 free listings. But if you don't do that, then it's going to cost you 20 cents every single time you do a listing. That can be annoying. The second annoying thing is it's ripe with copycats. And for me, well, I've kind of gotten over it now, but even still, when I see someone copy some of my work, I do get a bit frustrated and upset. And with Etsy, there are so many copycats, it's absolutely ridiculous. People just don't care about copyright infringement or anything like that. And it's a real shame that they can't get a handle on that. Nonetheless, you know, with print on demand, you just have to accept that some of your designs are going to get ripped off. It's part of this game. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. And then the third drawback is taxes. Etsy make taxes overly confusing. And because obviously you're shipping to various different countries and there's different taxes and different states and all these different things, it can be quite a headache to try and figure out the taxes and how much you're being charged and how much money you're actually making. And I do want to make a video on taxes within Etsy, but I'm still trying to figure out how to make this video where it's fully understandable and makes sense, just because it is quite a confusing topic and sometimes even I get confused with it. So those are the 3 drawbacks with Etsy and Printful. Now the third platform is Redbubble. Now Redbubble, this might be quite a shock to a lot of you, thinking, why? Shimmy Morris is now recommending Redbubble after everything. Well, in truth be told, I still dislike Redbubble massively. I'm just not a fan. The only good thing they've got going for them is probably their quality. I mean, their product quality is decent, but nonetheless, the reason I'm recommending Redbubble is because they are the third platform that just is very print on demand focused. They get a lot of traffic and they are one of the most popular print on demand platforms out there, so it makes sense to upload your designs there as well, and there are a lot of people making very good money with it. It's got a decent marketplace. The designs are really good. I mean, of course there are also bad designs, but the designs that are doing well, that are ranking really high, are actually really good looking designs, which kind of makes their whole shop look a lot nicer. It kind of makes sense why they rank better looking designs, because it looks good for them. But either way, in terms of the platform, it looks good. There are, of course, drawbacks with this as well. The drawbacks are, you know, the Redbubble platform is full of rip-offs, a bit like Etsy, but I would say, you know, it could be even worse in terms of just copyright infringement, people stealing other people's designs. It's full of that. As well as that, the prices are ludicrously expensive. I mean, base price for a t-shirt is near $20, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. I mean, it shouldn't be more than $12, let alone $20. So that's that. And then the customer service isn't very good either, which is a bit of a shame, just because you kind of want good customer service here. And the last drawback is you kind of don't have any control of your account. I mean, they can close you down at a moment's notice, and they can do the same on Etsy as well, and Amazon for that matter. But with Redbubble, they're more prone to shutting people down at the drop of a hat, really. However, if you are looking for more platforms to sell your designs on and you don't just want to do 2 platforms, you want to do 3 or even 4, then definitely consider Redbubble, because you can make money with it. And if you've got the designs already and it's just a matter of uploading them onto Redbubble, you may as well. There are, of course, other excellent platforms out there. I've been exploring Motif and Guten for a while now. I'm hopefully going to make videos on them, just because I think they're quite cool and they're quite different. But there are obviously, like I said, a lot of other platforms out there. So if you want to upload to more than these 3 that I've mentioned, then just do some research and see what else is out there. I mean, I've got this video over here. I don't know if I'm allowed to show 2 videos in one YouTube video, but I'll have a video in the description where you can actually see, you know, where I compare pretty much every print-on-demand company on the planet, and then you can kind of get a better understanding of what's out there and where you can host your designs. What marketing should you consider? There are quite a lot of platforms out there where you can market your designs, and I know, quite frankly, this deserves its own video. In fact, this topic deserves its own series of videos, and I promise I will definitely be doing a series of videos in and around the marketing realm of print on demand, because I know how important that is. People want more sales, and that's what, you know, everyone says they want to see. But I'm going to just do a quick brief overview of some marketing platforms that you can use in this video just for Q4. The first one is Pinterest. Now, Pinterest is an amazing platform to gain awareness, especially if you're selling on a platform like Etsy, just because Pinterest and Etsy are 2 very similar platforms. They look the same, they have the same kind of audience. There's a lot of crossover there. Now, what I have noticed, which is kind of frustrating, is even if you get a ton of traffic on Pinterest, it doesn't seem to convert into sales as much as other platforms out there. Now, I would still recommend using Pinterest just for that awareness and for those extra clicks and that extra traffic. Just don't expect a lot of sales through Pinterest. I used to think it was quite a good buying audience, and a part of me still does, just because of the stats and the facts around Pinterest and how it has a very, very similar audience to Etsy, and how all the stats from Pinterest, say a certain percentage of people actually go from Pinterest and buy, and all these different things. It's kind of confusing that you can get so much traffic but not sales. But nonetheless, I would just say use Pinterest as another platform just to drive traffic and build an audience. The next is Instagram. Now, Instagram is great for two reasons. Reason number one is it's the best place to build an organic audience. I mean, that's what this business is. That's what most businesses are. You want to be building an organic audience, an audience where you can sell anything to, right? You don't just have to sell a specific design or a t-shirt. Having an audience is so valuable. As soon as you have a large following on Instagram, the possibilities are endless. And there are, of course, many ways to grow that audience, with reels, with posts every single day, with stories. But that's the first reason to be on Instagram. The second reason to be on Instagram is influencers. Now, influencers play a huge part in the marketing realm of Instagram, right? And what you want to do is you want to find specific niche influencers. And that's why I like Instagram, because you can find that really, really niche person with a niche audience, and you can contact them and you can say to them, can you wear my t-shirt in one of your posts? I'll obviously pay you for it. Or can you link to my t-shirt? Or could you just share a picture of my t-shirt? Now, a lot of the time this will cost. Maybe sometimes you can kind of negotiate a revenue share or something. Now, that's completely up to you on how you want to negotiate, but Instagram is great for this. Like, it's just brilliant for influencer marketing. You just have to make sure you get that right influencer. I've done it where it's totally failed. I've done it where it's worked. So you really want to make sure that the influencer has a good conversion rate, has really good engagement, and has a very active audience that like buying from them. Maybe they've posted other shirts and people have bought, so it's proof of concept, and then actually DM them and see if they'll work with you. The next one is TikTok. Now, you might not want to be on TikTok, but that's absolutely fine. I would recommend TikTok massively, just because it is a social media platform that is blowing up. I mean, it's already got 1 billion monthly users, so it's joined Instagram. Instagram also has 1 billion monthly users. So the fact that TikTok has just risen and just matched Instagram at this rate is crazy. Now, as well as that, growing on TikTok is far easier than any other social media platform, and that's because the possibility of going viral could never be this easy. I mean, anyone can do it. One of my posts when I first started got over 200,000 views. That is just insane. For someone who has no followers, nothing at all, to get 200,000 views or more than 200,000 views is ridiculous. Now, with TikTok, I would focus specifically on influencer marketing rather than your own. I would recommend, building up your own TikTok. Why not? It's just a great way, and you've got to get started at some point. But the reason why I'd recommend influencer marketing on TikTok, more importantly, is because it's still very affordable. You're not getting people on TikTok charging a ludicrous amount of money. I mean, you could find someone with 100,000 followers and they'll charge you 1/10 of what someone on Instagram would charge you. So you could really use that to your benefit and make a hell of a lot of money through TikTok. Now, I do have to say, I think there are less buyers on TikTok as there are on Instagram, but nonetheless, it's still worth it to try it out, give it a go, specifically for that viral aspect of your post. If you get 1 million views, you might 100% be able to get more sales than if you got 100,000 or even 1 million views on Instagram. So give it a go and see what happens. Amazon ads, of course, if you can. So if you're selling on Amazon merch and you have access to Amazon ads, 100% use those ads. Think about it. If you have a t-shirt and it's on page 40, it makes sense to spend a bit of money, use those ads, and be bumped all the way up to page 1. You just have to make sure the amount you're spending and the amount you're making is all good. You want to be in a positive ROI, which is the return on your investment. So if you're spending $10 a day, you want to be at least making, $10 or 1 cent, right? Or hopefully $20 or $30. But my point being is, if you have access to those ads, use them. They really, really work. You also have Facebook advertising and Google advertising. Now, personally, I'm not going to recommend using those in this video, and that's because they are incredibly complicated, and I genuinely think they need an entire video just on themselves to fully explain how to use them and how to get the most out of your money, because I don't just want to tell you, go and use those platforms, because I feel like you'll lose a lot of money, and I don't want you to lose any money. So don't worry, I am going to make those videos on Google advertising and Facebook advertising, but I just want to quickly say, at the moment, I don't even recommend using those two platforms, and that's because I don't think you'll be able to make a good return on investment with them. I think the profit margins are just too slim, unless you're making more than $14 per item, per t-shirt, or whatever your product is. I think the room that you need to actually spend on ads isn't good enough, right? So I will make a video on them, and I will explain exactly how to use them in a full tutorial on all of that, don't worry. But at the moment, I would say just leave Facebook and Google and maybe come back to it. Now, if you know how to use them, you're really good at marketing, and you think you can make money from them, then by all means go for it. But if you've never used them before, they can be very confusing. All right, now let's talk about what products should you be putting your designs on. There are a few things you should consider here. What's popular, the time of year, and what countries you're selling your products in. Let me explain a bit further. T-shirts is a must. T-shirts are worn throughout the year in a lot of countries, and especially if you're selling in America, there's a lot of hot states, like California, where t-shirts will be worn throughout the year. And even in the UK here, when it gets cold in the winter, I could still wear a t-shirt underneath my jumper or my hoodie. So t-shirts is a must. It's one of the most popular print-on-demand products, and that should just be the top product you decide to sell. Your design should 100% go on a t-shirt. Stickers is a must as well. Now, the reason I say stickers is because stickers is a great barrier of entry, a great cheap barrier of entry for customers to get into the print-on-demand world. So, for example, if you have, person A who wants to support this person and he wants to buy their design, but he can't afford $25 for a t-shirt, but he really, really likes the design, what he might end up doing is going and buying the sticker for $3 or $4 and slapping it on his laptop, his iPad, his coffee mug, anything, right? It doesn't matter, his notebook, his briefcase, whatever it might be, right? And that is why stickers is so popular, because they're cheap, they're easy for people to buy, and as well as that, people buy a whole bunch of stickers at once because they're so cheap. Now, the one thing I'll recommend, or one thing I'll suggest, is make sure with your design that they are compatible for stickers. The amount of times I've seen someone put a t-shirt design on a sticker and it's all showed up white because they haven't actually adapted the design to work for that sticker, it's annoying. So make sure that the design you upload works for that sticker, and as well as that, it also works for the t-shirt. That's very, very important. And as we're approaching winter, hoodies and sweaters are going to become much more popular. Now, there's a huge benefit to creating hoodies and sweaters, and that is your profit margins are generally a lot higher. When I do a hoodie or a sweater, I'm making near a $20 profit per item. So definitely consider doing hoodies and sweaters. But again, make sure your design fits the size of the shirt and it works okay. And of course, the last one is the ugly sweater. So the Christmas ugly sweater, I should say. So I just spoke about sweaters and hoodies, but bear in mind with Christmas coming up, there's going to be a whole specific niche of ugly Christmas sweaters. And this is just brilliant for you because you don't actually have to create a Christmas design. You can just use any of your most popular designs from the year, turn them into an ugly sweater design, and sell them during Christmas. Now, don't worry, I am going to create a video tutorial on how exactly to create an ugly sweater design, but just bear that in mind, put that in your diary or wherever you want. If you're taking notes, that ugly Christmas sweaters is a must in Q4. Now let's talk about dates to remember. These are really important dates that are happening over Q4 that will hopefully allow you to get even more sales. I'm not going to go into great detail about these dates, and that's because yesterday I actually posted a video on the top trends or the top niches for September, and a lot of these dates were actually in there. So I'm just going to tell you those dates, and you can go and check out yesterday's video if you want to see more on those dates. Firstly, you have Christmas. Of course, in Q4, you have Christmas. It's the biggest one. Now, as well as Christmas, you also have Halloween. As well as Halloween, you have Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now, I know Black Friday and Cyber Monday aren't really, events. Like, you're not going to sell a t-shirt that says Black Friday on it. The reason I say those 2 days is because those 2 days are one of the biggest weekends in the year for getting sales. So you want to make sure that whatever designs you have them by Black Friday. For example, a lot of people will buy their Christmas presents around Black Friday just because it's only a month away from Christmas. So you want to have your Christmas designs ready to go by Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So bear those 4 dates in mind and definitely create designs in and around them. And lastly, let me tell you some keywords to consider for marketing, for your titles, for your tags, for your bullets, for your descriptions. These are certain keywords that are the most popular during Q4 of this year. In fact, Q4 of most years. And I'm just going to list them for you so that you can see them. For starters, you have the classic keywords like Christmas and Christmas Day and Christmas presents. But I want to go into a bit more detail and just give you a full-on list of keywords that work with all of these events. Are you ready for this? It's going to be a long list. Let's start. You have Merry Christmas, Grinch, Santa Claus, Santa, Jingle Bells, Carol, 12 Days of Christmas, Advent Calendar, Scrooge, Stockings, Christmas Wreath, Halloween, Pumpkin, Jack-o'-lantern, costumes, couple Halloween costumes, dinosaur, haunted house, Black Friday, Target Black Friday, Walmart Black Friday, Black Friday 2021, Black Friday sales, Black Friday deals, Amazon Black Friday, and Black Friday specials. And of course, all those Black Friday ones, that also works with Cyber Monday. So just change it up and use the word Cyber Monday. And based on the research I have done, those are the top performing keywords in Q4. So definitely make sure to have some of those somewhere in your marketing, either on your Instagram hashtags, your Redbubble sales page, your whatever it is, your Etsy page. Just make sure to have them dotted around so that if people search for them, they will be able to find your products. And of course, as well as those keywords, make sure to use keywords related to the design. So if you have, a cat Christmas t-shirt, obviously use the word cat Christmas t-shirt, all of these different things as well. Don't just use those keywords, also use the keywords of the design. And that is how you can get the most out of your Q4 in 2021. I wish everyone the best of luck when it comes to getting sales. Let me know in the comments down below if this helped you, and keep me updated how your Q4 is going. Honestly, I wish you the best of luck. I really hope it goes well for you. I hope it's better than it has ever been. And yeah, I'm really excited for a Q4. It's going to be mad, and it always does really well. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.